Hey, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. What's up, everybody? Internet friends, long arms, easy bish. We could be hugging each other. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. I just realized I was doing my. If you're coming, come, Zanny. I was doing my setup over on my YouTube. Uh, and it's New Year's Eve apparently. I'm not a big party or drinker. I'm a lone wolf, homebody, pathetic loser, all that stuff. So I didn't even really realize. Yeah, it's New Year's Eve. So hope everyone's got fun things planned for New Year's and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna play GTA 5 here in a minute. Um, I was watching back my my video for our my daily felony from the other day because when you post them up on YouTube, I always go back and watch them because sometimes the image gets corrupted on the way in. You have to re-upload it. It's a pain in the ass. So I always just kind of play them through. And I was talking about how the Tupa crew, the Tuba Crew hate group, Red Panda Qual, these guys, they just kind of throw this hate group thing out there. Everybody's hate group, Loot Crew, everyone's Loot Crew hate group. And they never really talk about or tell you who are you talking about? Who are you actually mean when you say this shit? Because it's supposed to be vague. It's supposed to be like, dare I say, the Jew, real vague, like where you don't even know. This is called scapegoating. They scapegoat people, and it's a way to dehumanize so nobody feels bad when they treat people poorly because they're hate group, they're loot crew. It's the oldest trick in the book. Well, I realize that a lot of times in my videos I'm mentioning this Tupa crew, the Tupa crew hate group, the Tupa cult, the UFO Twitter gatekeepers, this type of stuff, and I don't really explain who I'm talking about. And yeah, I figured this video I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you who exactly I'm talking about on Twitter when I say these things. When I go back and do my edit on after I finish my game stream, I'll put up the accounts and everything. So if you're gonna be watching live, you're probably not gonna see it right now, but it'll be up on YouTube on as my daily felony. Uh, and we'll start at the top of the pyramid because it's a hierarchy. It's everything like else. There's leaders, there's people in charge, and this is what I call the Tupa Cruhe group. The Tupa crew. When you hear the term UFO Twitter gatekeepers, they all kind of fit under this umbrella. They're all part of the same group. They all kind of have to do the same dance. And even starting at the very top, obviously everyone's going to say it's, the top of the pyramid's going to be Tupacab, Red Panda Koala. And who knows people that even not talk about like who's really like running the show. My opinion, Panda's the brains of the operation. Tupa's kind of the bullshit artist. He's the voice, definitely not the face, but he's the voice. He's the radio voice. So they kind of put him out there as the propaganda voice. And Panda is the brains of the operation. But my opinion, Fred Rogers is up there with them. Fred Rogers is up floating around. He's kind of the silent partner, the shadow partner of the whole thing. And I believe when things have gotten tough financially for Tupa and even possibly Panda, it doesn't seem like Panda struggles. But these guys, Fred has helped them financially, and obviously he helped orchestrate the Rogers coin scam. It was all Fred Rogers. So I put him at the top of the pyramid up there. And a lot of people lately are thinking there's somebody even above who's got these guys on payroll, and that's speculation at this point. Whether people, I think my theory is that there's someone like Stephen Greer that's paying these guys to promote him in a good light and defame Lou Elizondo. And this has nothing to do with me being a Lou Elizondo supporter. This is just me about calling it how I see it from what I've seen on the app in the last 3 years. Um, so you'll have Tupa and Panda up at the top. it's debatable on, if anyone else is up there with them. I think Fred Rogers is close, about as close to the top of the pyramid as you could get. Right below them on the hierarchy, you would have content creators. And these are the people like Alien Girl, UFO Shane. Logan kind of slides in there, even though he's not really a content creator. He just holds spaces, and I don't consider these Twitter spaces content. But he kind of would fit in this group. And this is the group right below Tupa. A vetted podcast, estimate of the situation, psyop anime is his comic books. These are the creators that actually make content or art or whatever. They have to play ball with the Tupa crew, because if you don't play ball with these guys and kind of turn a blind eye to their scams and bullshit, you're not promoted. And if you call them out, they'll even suppress your reach. This is where the power comes from. Is these guys have been able to kind of wrestle control of UFO Twitter, and it's through buying large amounts of bots. They inflated their accounts massive, which made everyone think, well, they're doing it better than everyone else or something. And it's also the sheer amount of hours that they put in. They basically, everyone that was trying to create content just on the ufology topic, any aspect of it, if you were on Twitter, if you wanted your videos, whatever, podcasts talked about, you have to go through these guys, because they destroy anyone who comes up against them, and they dominate the narrative. And it's through, there's always someone holding a space at some point that's a representative of their little crew. They dominate the narrative, and they'll even go so far as when people pop up kind of new, and because a lot of people will say, well, why don't you all just go do your own thing and start your own thing? They'll invade that. They'll send these minions, and this is a group a little lower than the content creators. They'll send them over to start disrupting the spaces. UFO Shane really seems to enjoy going into any other UFO Twitter banner space where someone's kind of trying to do their own thing and avoid it. He'll go in there and just try to like laugh emote about it, whatever they're talking about. Like his conversations about foot fetishes, and him telling his lie about getting arrested by bounty hunters with machine guns is more interesting than whatever they got going on. But they will even flood in and try to, bring. Well, I did a video about it where they came into Jonathan's space, Jonathan Seamus, and they were like, "Well, okay, come over to our space." That was a perfect example of it. When I do my ad, I'll put it up, and you can see it actual in real time. What they do when people try to just do their own thing. That's what happens, is they'll either try to pull you in, and if you don't play ball with that, they'll crush you. They'll start a space with your name in the title or whatever, and then people have to choose, and yeah, it's something they do. And everyone sees this happen to other people. They see it happen to me, and they don't want to deal with it, man. Alien Girl doesn't want to deal with that. No way. I mean, these people are so like just feather soft that they don't want to deal with it, and so they go along with them. A lot of them, they're all MAGAs, kind of like a lot of them do kind of, but they turn a blind eye. And yeah, the tier right under the Tupa Cabra and Red Panda Koala would be the content creators. Goofon's on there. I hate to say it, but I would put Cambion on that group, even though I don't think he promotes them really. Well, he does, kind of. He has to play ball with their bullshit and act like he doesn't see. He didn't acts like he didn't see the UFO monologue scam where Red Panda Koala was one of the key judges. Like, he has to turn a blind eye to that shit, even though his whole program is calling out blatant scams and scumbaggery. He knows these guys control UFO Twitter. It's just the way it is. So you'll have the content creators right underneath. You'll even see like Lou reviews. He even learns eventually, like, fuck, dude. There's no way around it. You just got to start engaging with them. I don't give in, dude. I'm never gonna give in. So under them, under the content creators, the vetted podcast, UFO Shane, that group, you have their active minions and their soldiers. These are the guys that are running around on Twitter, jumping into comments when they know nothing about the situation. They just saw their name mentioned, Tupacabra, Red Panda, and ratioing things. That's kind of their role on UFO Twitter, is to ratio conversations and pull them into the favor of the Tupa crew. And down in this group, you're gonna have guys like uh, Carl. You're gonna have Ocean. Hey, Ocean is down in this group. Heather, Birdie, Benno. These are all people that never really create anything. They don't add content for anyone to go watch. They just are ratioing shit and always in the spaces, ratioing spaces. They're used to go attack anyone else's spaces, mine, whoever. You're seeing Chase turn into a Tupa minion. UAP Mike is somewhere in this category, but he wants to be up there with like the content creators most likely, but he's an attack dog. But he's part of the Tupa crew. I would say like Jess Solves Probs now is part of the Tupa crew. She floats around and persuades opinion, and she's also been known to make memes and AI bullshit promoting Rogers coin, all that crap. But I wouldn't call her a content creator. But she's a Tupa minion. You also have these subcategories, and I would put them down here on this third tier. And these are little groups that pretend to dislike the Tupa crew. Like Kimball and his little group would fall in here, but they don't dislike them enough to not participate in their, despicable gatherings of bullshit. They're always right there, front row, but they'll pretend like they have issues with Tupa. Kimball's the best example of this. Remember Chase came in, but the Tupa and Panda specifically is really good at harnessing these guys' energy. That's why I bother them so much, is because they can't really turn my energy against them. They've tried or turn it again, to harness it. But that's how they've used Chase. I talked about the useful idiot. Even guys like Carlos are probably in this third, fourth tier where you're useful idiots to the Tupa crew. You guys talk about like you don't like Tupa and all this stuff, but when Tupa and Panda are hating on someone that you guys don't like also, the enemy of my enemy thing, you guys are the first to come running. Grider will be up there playing his corny songs about people, and it's like, wait a minute, Grider and Tupa tried to destroy Grider. Like what? It's just it's these this is you're below the minion group. Like you're below Carl and Benno and Heather and Ocean, because at least they know what they are. They're defending Tupa. Like fuck y'all, we're here to defend Tupa. Who was the guy that made the original Criminal Enterprise? I always forget his name because he hasn't been around much. That guy would be in the minion group. Um, and below the minion group, which would be tier 4, you would have the newbies and the like hanger-ons, like you know what? Down in group 4, I'm gonna take Jess out of group 3, and I'm gonna put her down in group 4, and that's where like the minions and the hanger-ons are, and they're just echo chambering and mass repeating anything Tupa set and Panda say, even spreading it from time to time. But the Twitter groupies would be down in this group too. Like Justice, I would throw her down in the Twitter groupie group 4 tier, where they're always just right there, consuming all the drama. I've noticed there's a few of them when anytime I get sent these clips in the I get a lot of them in the morning when I wake up. I'll have like 3 or 4 clips from spaces that happened while I was sleeping, and it's stuff about me. And these girls, like there's a good handful of them, 4 or 5. They seem to always be in there, and a lot. They're usually not even on the speaker pair. They're just soaking it up. And there's some dudes that fall into that category too. Paranormal. I've noticed Paranormal's a little drama goon. He's always down there soaking it up. And yeah, they're down in that bottom tier. It's because they're they're so blind that they're part of the Tupa crew cult and they don't even realize it. That's pretty much the lowest tier you could be. You're a big part of it. You're one of the big numbers that inflate their spaces. You're just a follower, but you're a follower of a cyber cult, and no matter what you've seen, this is the worst part about it. This tier, no matter what they've seen, no matter what they've heard in these spaces and watched and know what is right and what is wrong, they will not speak out. They will not step up. They've been around for years. They won't stand up for someone getting bullied, even if they know it's wrong. A good example is Kimball, constantly bringing up the crap about that girl. I don't even know whatever that. I don't want to even mention her name, but the girl he got tangled up with and left. Several of these people in these spaces sent her money to get her home. Like, but I'm not the guy to point them out because I'm just not that guy. But they won't step up and say no. This is a true story. I was right there. I was one of the ones that sent her money because Kimball left her there because he didn't get laid. Like they'll let me burn, and they're down in that bottom tier. They know what this is. This is bad. What's going on here? They know it's a cyber cult, but it just means a lot to them, and there's good people that fall into that tier from time to time, and they don't know me, a lot of them. So if every one of your internet friends is telling you this stuff, these lies about this guy, I mean, I did kind of fall for it when I first joined the community. Panda pulled me in and started using me as one of his minions. That's how I know these things. Like that's why I'm able to speak on it, is because I've been through it. I've been around for 3 years. Like I went through it all, and it honestly does make me sad to see like I liked Carl. Me and Carl started talking. I don't know, it was last summer or something. We started talking more in spaces and stuff. And I like Carl. It honestly makes me sad to see these people get sucked into this cyber cult. And it's loneliness. It's a lot of poor mental health. It's stuff I deal with too. That's how I can speak on it. Like I know how it happens. Um, but yeah, that would be the bottom tier, I would say. Would probably be the UFO Twitter groupies and the like the newbies and hanger-ons. You could almost call them like the recruits of a motorcycle organization. And you see Panda running around courting these people. Like anyone who starts holding a UFO Twitter space, like if you're brand new, 10 followers, he'll be in there trying to tell you, what's what on UFO Twitter. This isn't anything that's a secret to everybody around. And yeah, that's the hierarchy. When I go back and do my edit, I'm gonna put a lot of images up where it'll slot everyone in. And I just didn't think it was fair criticism of me when I was watching it back to say they never actually name these people. Like, who am I talking about when they say the Loot Crew or the Hate Group? They won't name people because they know it's stupid. Well, I will name people. I don't give a fuck. I'll slot them all in there and make them YouTube famous. I do not give a fuck. All right, y'all. If you want to follow me on X, it's at Felony Talk. If you want to support financially, help me keep exposing cyber cults and bad actors on X. It's buymeacoffee.com/TJ Felony. And I am gonna jump over and play GTA 5 because I'm addicted to it and it's the holidays and that's what I want to be doing with my life right now. Peace out. Thanks for watching, y'all.